Alright, so this is going to be just a talking video, so you can go ahead and minimize the video if you want to. Um, well, I mean, you can take a look at what I'm doing, but it's going to be the same thing throughout the video. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm playing 4 accounts, or well, it's not, what I said seems to make sense, but really it's false. I'm not playing 4 accounts, I'm playing 5 accounts. Um, so yeah, I'm almost to 99 attack on my Corp alt. Decided to max it. I'm gonna get 99 attack, and then I'm gonna get my prayer up to something like 82, I think. And then I'll be 124 combat, and then I'll go train my range and mage. For my range, I might do an MZ. For my mage, I definitely won't do an MZ. I'll either Ulk or Splash or like Fire Wave Metals or something. So yeah, I'll have to see. But I mean, that's nowhere near like I don't have to think about it now, is what I'm trying to say, because I want to do like a 90 range at least before I do my magic, because it really doesn't matter in what order I do it, and I just want to do ranged first because I know what I'm gonna do and I have time to think about magic. Um, although I think mage might be more AFK depending on what I do. So yeah. That's for that. I'll probably get 99 attack on it tomorrow because I'm already like 200k into the day and I've only played for like 3 hours because it's like over 70k an hour. I'm just praying melee and using overloads. I have max strength with proselyte basically, like proselyte 3 pieces and then defender and then the rest is max strength I think. No, actually I have Regen Brace. I don't have Barrow's Gloves on that account, so yeah. My goals for that account are simply to max it, get my 82 prayer to be 124 combat. I want to get 80 prayer just because it's useful, and then because I'll be able to regen 3 more prayer per potion, so that will be cool. But yeah, I'll just get 82 instead of 80 because I'll be 124 combat, not 123, and I think 124 and 126 are like the most intimidating combats because I don't know, maybe 122, 124, and 126. It feels like if you stop at 123 or 125, like it's just weird. I don't know. I don't like the look of 125 combat, so I'm not bothered about staying 124, and I don't really want to get 98 or 99 per year to be 126 right now, so that will have to wait. I'll get Barrow's gloves on that account eventually too, so uh, I don't know when, but before I start PVMing with it, as an alt for Corp, Sarah, Bandos, Zami, whatever else, I'll have to get Barrow's gloves just because I don't plan on PVMing without Barrow's gloves on it. I've already done a bit of Corp, but Corp it really doesn't matter because there's not like a tank at Corp, so you have to make sure you get the kills on your main, so you have to like stop hitting sometimes, so it didn't really matter if it didn't have max strength. But for other bosses like Bandos or whatever, you tank on your ult and you DPS on your main, so you can have max strength on your ult basically, and it's not gonna steal your kills usually. So that's enough for that. Second account that is weird, I guess, would be the Pure. I'm playing this Spear, it's 1 prayer, 1 defense. I'm thinking of doing a series on it. Not like a big... Wait. What? Sorry for that. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing a series on it. Um, when I first said like a series just then, I thought I wasn't gonna announce like what my plans were, but I mean, there's like no point. It's not that big of a spoiler, so might as well. I plan on possibly like just doing PVM. I wouldn't say going for a pet, but the goal of this series would be to get a pet. But if I don't get one, I won't be that mad and I'll just stop playing on it. I had a regen brace on this account, yeah. So I logged in, I saw I had a regen, So I was like, well, might as well buy a bond because if you have more than 3 mil in an account you don't use and you can't trade it over because it's a members items, you're gonna have to give it membership to trade it back. So essentially, it didn't cost me anything because it cost me 3 mil for the bond. I paid like maybe 1.5 mil to train my ranged with a cannon. It like it was worth it. Um I mean worth it. I don't know, but I mean it saved a bit of time. But in the end, I mean it's time on the dev pure. So if I quit the account, then it's wasted money. But whatever. It depends if I actually do this series or not. So right now I'm just trying to get 75 ranged and magic at least, maybe 80 magic, and 80 ranged. I think I'm like 64. I can't even see my level, but yeah, probably 64, close to 65. I know that level 70 is 737, 67 XP, so at level 70 I'll go put on the black chops and hopefully I don't have to eat anymore when I hit 70 ranged because it's getting quite annoying. I have to eat a lot. So, well, a lot. I have to eat like one shark every 15 minutes, but that just means I have to bank every now and then, and it's no fun. I don't like banking. So, yeah. That's enough for that. There's really nothing special about the account. I plan on leaving it 1 prayer, 1 defense. It's 60 attack and I can't do any quests because I'll get 61. Like I can do a few quests obviously because I have a margin, but I don't think I can do every quest I'd want to. But I might do Underground Pass and Regicide, I think, and then Roving Elves. I think you can do all those on a pier. Then I'd have a Crystal Bow. So since I don't have an accumulator, having a Crystal Bow would be really nice because obviously I wouldn't be wasting arrows like every shot. The crystal bow doesn't, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you don't have an accumulator because even if you had one, it wouldn't change anything. So it's not that great of a weapon, but at least it's gonna drop in price to something like 30 GP per shot. I think when you're all the way down, I think you can do 2.5k shots and it costs like 180k, right? Yeah, that's not that great. I'll have to see. Maybe I'll just end up using bolts and picking them up, but if I do something like Sarah or not, or no, what is main or HC? I don't understand what this woman is saying. Um, but yeah. Um, I mean, I could use like bolts at bosses where you're either tanking it or you're like it's safe spotted or something and it doesn't move because then you just walk on top of the spot where the bolts are stacking. You can pick them up, bolts or arrows. But yes, um, what am I saying right now? But if it's like Sarah and the boss moves, you can't just go around the room and pick up like 20 stacks of fucking 5 pentalog. but but yeah, what am I saying? Fuck. If the boss is moving, you don't want to go around and pick up your ammunition. So I'll have to see. Next level RS. Yes. This is really annoying. I hate every time I start recording, I get PM'd. And I say every time, but really, I don't really get PM'd more. There might be a slight correlation between when I'm recording and when I get PM'd. But there is definitely a correlation between when I get PM'd while recording and my frustration level of like while I'm recording. So yeah, I just hate getting PM'd when I'm recording because then I go on rants like this and I go completely off topic. So for the third account, it's going to be the rune crafting alt. Obviously this is um, my def pure 30 combat. It can't get TB'd. You can get TB'd if you're like maybe 42 combat is realistic. Um, Someone with a heart can use the heart at like 78 magic and 40 combat and TBU, but then if you have a heart, you're not an Iron Man, like if you're that combat, so then that would mean they get HP XP from trying to kill you. So they could only do a few attempts before they got 11 HP really quickly, so that's not really viable. But if you're like 43, 44 combat, then that's really dangerous because someone can just make 10 HP accounts, get 85 magic, which is like 44, 45 combat, and then if you get TB'd in level 4 wild and the mage isn't in like just next to you, then maybe they can get a second entangle, and you can lose like Eternal and DFS. Because you know, if you're 40 combat, realistically, you have 75 defense, maybe even higher. So that's not ideal. But 30 combat, there is zero risk. I can't even possibly get TB'd unless I run past the mage into like level 9 wild. But I don't really plan on doing that. So yeah, I'm just going for 99 RC on it. That will make me a bit of money. After that, I'll have like 1.1 bill bank. So that will be quite nice. I can spend it on gear. I can buy a twisted bow if I want to, but I don't think I'll buy a twisted bow like right when I have enough, because it's not that useful compared to like having every other PVM item. Sure, if you plan on doing Sarah or something, you kind of want a twisted bow because it's really good, or like I don't know what else, like maybe if you plan on doing Zulrah, but that's like basically it. Where with the money you could get from a twisted bow, you can just buy every PVM item except like Ellie and T-bow, and that's the same price as a twisted bow. So I'll be at like 100 mil more than T-bow money, so I'll be like 200 mil off Ellie and 1.2 bill of Ellie and T-bow. So I don't know when I'm gonna get max PVM gear, but I will, because I don't plan on staking. I won't stake again, I promise. Um, like maybe after I have everything, but since raids 2 are coming, I'm gonna have to grind a lot more money. Probably doing raids 2 actually for the money, but that's probably in like 6 months, so I have time to think about it. But yeah, as you can see, 3.86 mil left until 99 RC. So I'm getting about like 120k XP per day, but that's only because I've been off school for this week. So realistically, it's going to go down to slightly under 100k per day, like at most. I'm going for 75k minimum. Even if I average only 75k per day, I'll get it before Christmas. I'll get it like right on Christmas, but I'll get it in 2017. So I can start new goals in 2018. So I might ditch the account. I have a few things I want to do on it. I want to do this might sound really fucking stupid, and you might be thinking, no way, he's even going to be able to do that, but I want to get a Berserker Ring Eye on this account, and I've never seen a dev peer using Berserker Ring Eye. Like, I even looked up dev peer NMZ guide, I couldn't even find a video, no info about it, so I don't know if it's even, like, possible to do NMZ. I couldn't speak just then, that was weird. I just blocked, but yeah, we'll have to see. I plan on doing Shiloh Village, one small favor, and what lies below, and then I'll have King Rolled. I already have the Experiment. I'm gonna have Nazasta Rule, and I'm gonna have the Golem thing that you have to kill with a pick, but you don't really have to. But people don't know about that. But if you just want the XP, you can have that boss. Like right now, I have it on this account. I can show you. If I hit it, I get the same XP I would normally get there. That's because I hit really low. But see, like 98 XP drop. This is actually a really good boss. It's one of the best bosses you can have. You even get bonus XP. I think like you hit maybe 10% more XP than you would, which is really good. And it has like decently low defense. Like I'm not using Paidy now, so I'm hitting some zeros, but not that many. And the biggest problem in training for something, let's say you're using Darok, the biggest thing you have to take in account for like selecting your monsters is the overkill. So with Darok, you can expect an overkill of about 20 HP per monster on average, which means that basically every monster you're going to be hitting about 20 more. So you have to calculate your DPS and then remove like the amount of monsters you kill per hour times 20 times like 4.4 maybe XP per hit, and that removes quite a bit of XP. So if you can find a monster that has really high HP so that the 20 HP overkill average doesn't like do much, or if you can find a monster that has reduced damage or like reduced damage on it, so that the overkill of 20 is actually just an overkill of about maybe 5 HP, then that's also really good. I'm not sure if my logic is false here, but it's not about the overkill. You're still gonna get just as much overkill. It's just that the kill time is gonna be much longer. So like you have less HP overkill, but you have the same XP overkill. But it takes longer to kill it. So overall, you lose less. You don't kill as many. You don't overkill on as many monsters on average per hour if they have more HP, which is basically that. So yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, that will be Witch's House, which is a quest I already have done on this account. What Lies Below, second quest. Shiloh Village, third, One Small Favor, fourth, and Shadow of the Storm. Believe it or not, I have that done on this account. I wanted black RFD gloves. It's the highest you can get on the Death Pier, so I got them. I had to do Shadow of the Storm with a Bone Dagger P+, but yeah. After I get the B ring, so yeah, that's the 5 bosses. You need 5 bosses to do NMZ, so those will be my 5. And then after I get the B ring, I'll try to do Lost City. Basically, I want to go. I If I was like a big YouTuber or something, then I might be worried about saying that, and then they might patch it or something. But you've always been able to go on Entrana and like fletch bows, and like Jagex are aware of this. There's a task where you have to equip full black d'hide on Entrana, so the trick is you have to bring leather to Entrana, which is allowed, and then you fletch it into black d'hide, which is not allowed. So it's kind of like breaking the game mechanics a bit, but now that's a clue requirement, so they just acknowledge that you can do that and they don't plan on fixing it. But an item that nobody ever brings there, but that would be useful for a Death Pier, is a Serpentine Helm. So I'll try to get a Serpentine Visage and a Chisel on my main, go to Entrana, make it, then trade it over to my alt, and I can give scales. Surely, you can bring Zora scales to Entrana, so then I could Venom the boss. The other option is just like uh, chaining, traveling, bringing, I don't know, food to my alt like non-stop, and just leaving it in combat and fucking chugging on brews and trying to kill the boss like 1v1 style. But yeah, since I won't be able to get like a poisoned weapon, like maybe you can get a bronze dagger from the zombies or something, then you could poison it, that'd be really good. But if you can't get a dagger or anything, then I can't poison it, so I'd have to use the Serpentine. Which brings me back to the first option, which if I use the Serpentine, I'll just Venom and walk away, and then it's gonna die. I just have to do like 1 damage. But I don't want to do it before I do Nightmare Zone, because it's like a level 100 boss, which will be like impossible for me to kill. Realistically, all I'll be doing is trying to kill King Rold and then leaving, so that will take a while, but it's only like 2k I think for a regular rumble. Um, So I'll just be doing regular rumble, go in for 2k, check the bosses, king all the king roll, and then leave. And should be pretty easy. So yeah, after 99 RC, I guess you'll see more of this account for 1 or 2 videos where I try to get the B ring. Um, Fourth account, the HC. You've seen, maybe I've uploaded the Wild, the Easy Diaries. Oh my god, 6666 565 in 101 minutes. I would have a really cool number, but I don't think that's gonna happen, but I'll try to get it. Let's see. 33. Come on, 33 more. That would be absolutely amazing. 4, 5, 5, 7. Oh, I think I caught 2 and I fucked up. I couldn't examine in time, so maybe I got it. Who knows? Doesn't really matter. So yeah, on that account, I'm going for the Wildy Elite. I'm currently doing one of the longest requirements, which is 90 cooking. In 34, well, about 33.3k minnows, I'll be at 700k minnows, which is enough for 90 cooking, 17.5k sharks. So I'll have to do family crest, and I'll have to cook them at the Hosidius range. And apparently the burn rate is really low, and I did some estimations, and 17.5k sharks should be just enough. Um, so yeah, after that I'll be doing fucking 90 smithing is gonna take a while. I think there's a high magic requirement too to teleport to Anakarl or something. And then there's not much else really. It's only smithing, cooking, and magic. There's like a 78 slayer requirement if you plan on using a wild pie like I do. Otherwise it's 83 or whatever boost you want to get. But yeah, I'll just get 78. So for smithing, I'll probably be buying my gold ore. Really, yeah, I'll be doing motherload until 85 mining. I need 91 smithing, but I'll use a dwarven stout, and I'll get 85 mining, which you need, and I won't boost at motherload. So I'll have a bunch of ores to use for smithing, but I don't think I'll get 90 from that. I might get like 87, but I think that's really hopeful. Oui, j'arrive. So yeah, we'll have to see what level I get from that, but I don't plan on doing post 85 motherload mining. What I do plan on doing instead is buying the gold ore with wyvern money. So I'll be killing some wyverns, hopefully get a DFS, that'd be quite cool, but it doesn't really matter again. I'll probably quit the account if there's nothing special about it after I finish the diaries or after I die. If I die, I'll definitely um, suicide my chins over to my main because I won't even be a HC anymore. If I'm still a HC, I might like keep everything on the account and keep playing until I die, like whenever I play it again, like over a year. So we'll have to see. But I don't really want to set big plans for the HC or for my RC alt for like 2018. Realistically, I won't be able to to finish my goals I have on the HC of Wild Elite before 2018, but I can finish them probably in January or February, like really early. But I am able to finish 99 RC on my alt before 2018. Then I'll be done with the account. I plan on doing a quick series on the pier, which I can end before 2018. And then in 2018, I can get ready for raids 2 and um, get good stats and gear on my corp alt. Try to get the core pet, maybe make like a bill off corp because it's really good money. And then when raids 2 come out, I can try to make like absolute bank. Because for 2018, the goal for my final account, my main, the fifth account, but really the first account, is to get to 4 bill. So basically, I'll be about 3 bill off when 2018 arrives. So I'll have to make like a bit over 3 bill in the year. Um, I mean, that might sound like little, and it might sound insane for some people. So it might sound little when you think about it this way. It's only 8 mil per day, right? That's not that bad. Like if you can make 3 mil an hour doing corp and you just want to corp 3 hours a day, then you should be able to make enough money. And realistically, I'll be playing more than 3 hours per day, but making less than 8 mil per day. So raids 2 should probably be about like 20 mil an hour if you do them properly on release. So that will be a lot of fun. So I'll try to get really good teams for raids 2. It's going to be small teams and coordination. So that's going to be a lot of fun, surely. I'm hoping it comes out maybe February of 2018, but I don't know if that's too hopeful. I mean, Raids 1 came out in January, I think so, like last year, so maybe, who knows. I think that's enough rambling for today. I'll just upload this video as it is, so thanks for watching.